Hi everyone, my name is Géza Kulcsár from Inquiry Labs Hungary, and in this video I'm going to give you a quick introduction into a new piece of tooling what we've been working on in the frame of the Arrowhead Tools project. And this is called Semantics, as this is a prototype for a semantic integration platform based on the Inquiry Suite technology. So the whole idea is that in the world of Arrowhead Tools and in the world of modern industrial IoT and adaptive system of systems, the key is interoperability. And if you want to achieve interoperability, then what you actually want to do is to break those semantic silos which keep your data, and you want your data sources and your systems being able to understand each other. And in order to do that, you will need a piece of software taking care of this kind of integration and allowing you to customize those interactions between the different silos. So, of course, in this picture, the I originally stood for inquiry, but I will take the liberty to say that this I now also stands for interoperability for us. And let me just, before we jump into the live demo, let me just notice that these silos can not only represent, as in this original picture, domains, but you can also think of them as data flowing in from different data sources, such as if you have system models coming from, let's say, Magic Draw or Papyrus, if you have ontologies, which you have probably designed in Protege, if you have some runtime data coming in from your devices, some measurement from aggregated on a OPC UA server, or if you have on top of the Arrowhead platform or outside of it, if you have built your custom runtime tools to aggregate your data, all this can be connected to this versatile framework. But let's take an actual look at how this works. So this is a web-based application to interact with your models, ontologies, or other kinds of engineering data which you have in your ecosystem. And one of the most flexible ways to build your own applications on top of the Inquiry Server technology is using a Jupyter notebook, which is nowadays the most frequently used and easy to use integration interface for you to use. So in this step, we are going to choose a model to work with from Teamwork Cloud, which is Magic Draw's model repository. We have an Arrowhead workspace there, and we have just chosen the right version, and there we go. We are able to work with this model. These are just necessary registration text in order to also be able to interact with the model as well. And now, so what you see here is that you're able to choose the model which you have indexed from a so-called compartment list, where you could choose between all the models which you are working with in that very notebook. In this case, as you see, this is the Teamwork Cloud index, etc., etc. So this identifies that very version of the model which we are working with. And then in the other drop-down menu, you can choose an example query. This is just a simple example to show you how this works. You can choose the queries which you want to run it. So this is a way of performing model analysis. Here we have chosen a simple textual query which just checks in which element do we find the word sysdd. So this is just a loose inquiry. The Inquiry server also has its own intuitive user interface. So this is just to show you that you are able to run that very same query in on our own web UI. And then after logging into the model viewer, we can just check what that element was. So this is a way to interact with your models, not only in the silo of the modeling tool, but also in order to see them in a web-based collaborative environment. Actually, we are talking about interoperability. So can I somehow take this same model and put it into a different domain? And this is what actually happening right now. We are just converting, using the inquiry suite, that SysML model which we have created into an RDF description. So basically, this is a turtle format RDF description, which is this result will be understood by each and every ontology tool out there or other triple stores. What we are doing next is we can not only convert system models into RDF descriptions, but we can also upload our own RDF models. So I'm choosing the right file to upload. It was not visible on the screen, but we have chosen it. We have named this compartment. And now in the compartment selector, we are actually able to choose that very compartment. We start the indexing process again. And now it's the same block again, where you, so it's still indexing. It's also loaded to Amazon Neptune, which is Amazon's cloud-based RDF indexing solution. And using that technology, which is pretty powerful, we have also access to compartments containing those RDF files, in this case, an Arrowhead ontology, which we have indexed. So here we are running the same query, checking for the string sysdd in elements coming from this ontology. But we can do more than that. But now we are, of course, able to formulate different queries. For example, with another query, we were just able to locate those elements whose type was sysdd, and those were indeed elements of this example local cloud. So thank you for listening to this quick demo on Semantics, a prototypical semantic integration platform for Arrowhead. And stay tuned for more elaborate examples and much more new cool features to come.